Welcome to Behind the Design with the East Tennessee Community Design Center, where we showcase local talent to take a deep dive into all things design, history, community planning, and more. This episode spotlights architect Bill Moorefield, a founding member and long-term volunteer of the Design Center. Stay tuned to learn something new.
Starting in 1969 as a collaboration of community architects, city planners, social workers, and other designers, the East Tennessee Community Design Center is a volunteer organization that creates better communities by design. Bill was one of the 13 founders, and his early work with the Design Center was in the Fort Sanders neighborhood.
My name is William Moorefield, and I was the first volunteer of the Design Center and probably the last living founder. We're sitting in Fort Sanders. This is, I forgot the number of this house, but this was the early Design Center building. The first projects were a lot of work on this building. We decided to replace this roof. Ed Dusick and I and Bill Martin climbed up on that roof, and we were sitting up there, and Gene Burr appears over the gutter. And he says, "How do we do it? We start at the top and work down, or start at the bottom and work up?" But anyway, I'm not sure we answered that, but we looked out and the horizon was kind of, seemed to be moving a little bit. And we got down, and Bill Martin had the thing contracted. We're sitting in the later Bill Oliphant's office, the second director. Ed Dusick's office. Ed Dusick was the first director. He and I both lived in this house. I was on this end, and he was over here. And we had a lot of meetings, particularly upstairs. A lot of the early meetings were upstairs. We had a makeshift table, probably horses and plywood. I'm not sure how we did all that, but it was a lot of makeshift back then.
The Design Center has completed over 1,200 projects for 16 East Tennessee counties. We rely on volunteers like Bill to make these projects a reality. The O'Connor Senior Citizen Center, one of Bill's many durable contributions, still serves the Knoxville community today.
The project I remember best was the greenhouse. We actually relocated the greenhouse from, I guess, the lunchbox downtown, center of Knoxville, to the O'Connor Center, which is out Broadway, and I forget the name of the street, but the O'Connor Center is out there. We actually moved the panels from the lunchbox, and they were put together on the side of the O'Connor Center. You can see them today, and they're actually better today than I remember them. The Design Center's been an explosion. 50 years later? No, I never expected it to get that big, but the people matter. I think people like Dwayne Grieve that are, can push projects like that and get people together. As long as you have that kind of leadership, you should have a good design center.
We at the Design Center want to thank Bill and the hundreds of other volunteers who made it possible to inspire so many communities. We couldn't do it without you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Behind the Design. Visit our website today to get involved with the Design Center. We'll see you next time.